I think we instead of what do they call those big sandwiches? We have a bocchini sandwich today. Again, there's
Yes,
no
sir.
bologna. It's not bologna. It's bocchini, and
Yes, sir.
we're getting double teamed. The Irish are outnumbered 2-1 today by those darn Italians. But here they are, Doug, the Italian Scorpion, and AJ Bocchini.
What's up, Jack? How we doing?
Excellent. How are you?
I am excellent, Jack. I am excellent. We got a big sports show for you guys today. Big sports show for you guys today. We got a recap of Marquette. We got a recap of Homestead. We got a recap of Wisconsin yesterday. So we got a big show today.
Excellent. Where you want to start? I know where you want to start.
Let's start with Homestead.
Okay.
We won our regional game by 2 points yesterday at home.
Over Sussex Hamilton, right?
Over Sussex Hamilton. We played a peer now at right now it's scheduled for Sheboygan South on Thursday.
When you say right now, what does that mean? There's some chance of it being moved, AJ?
There's a chance it could be moved, but they also said it's the most central location for both schools. So
okay. And De Pere is not supposed to be any good, so you guys have it made, right?
They're really good. They're really good. They got 2 guys going to big time schools. They got 1 guy going to Wisconsin, not next year, the year after, and then another kid going to Northern Ireland next year. So, with all due respect, they deserve all their accolades. They're really really good.
Okay. Okay. So what do you have to do as a team besides score more points than them? What does your team have to do to have a chance in this ball game?
I think we have to play with no fear.
Okay.
And I think part of the thing with the peers, they're so talented that I think a lot of teams go in not knowing what they're going to see, and I think sometimes the intimidation factor of who they are can sometimes psych teams out. But I think what plays to our advantage is we've seen them already. We played them once, so having played them once, I think we'll be comfortable in the moment. I think we'll rise to the occasion.
What makes De Pere so good? Are they quick? Are they tall? Are they both? What are they?
They're both. They're both. Zach is a really good point guard for them. Zach Kindler, who's going to go to Wisconsin, and then Will Hornseth is a really good big man for them. And then they got enough depth off the bench that they're just really good. So all credit to them. So.
Okay.
Yeah, they guard well out front, and they feed into the middle. And Hornseth he's a leaper. He jumps well. He cleans things up pretty well. So, but to AJ's point, they just need to have some kids play with a little bit of confidence, not be afraid. A couple kids step up, and I think they'll be in good shape.
So you're feeling good, Doug. You think this will be a close game?
I hope so. I think if the kids step up, I think they have a shot. I think I always use the word believe, right? And I think they just have to the couple kids that are that haven't quite. I won't say they stepped up. They're playing. Homestead's playing good defense, but they got a couple guys that on the offensive end that could really help out. Like 3-4 scores, and all I got to say is just follow through to the hoop, Jack.
Yes,
follow
sir.
through. Sometimes you play those teams and you start to rush your shot. Hold that follow through and let the ball go right through the hoop. I like him this time. I mean,
okay.
De Pere no doubt is favored. They're no doubt favored. I just
yeah.
I want to see Homestead play their best game that they can and see what happens. So that's all I can ask.
It's a pretty positive report, AJ. Usually he's the gloom and doom Doug, for God's sakes.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right. I think one of the cool parts for me, though, just on a personal note, it's a cool part for me is just being back home in Sheboygan would be awesome for them for that game. So I think it would be awesome. Also to have Kohler in the sectional as well is pretty awesome too.
Oh, Kohler's going too, huh?
Yeah, they're not in the same sectional we are, but they're in a different division. But They're in their sectional too.
The Blue Bombers, right? You guys said is their name?
Yes,
The
sir.
Blue Bombers, they're going up, I think, to Two Rivers to play Manitowoc Roncalli.
Okay.
That's about as neutral as they come, isn't it? No, I'm kidding. It's not
Yeah.
right.
Two Rivers is right next door to Manitowoc.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
And
Yeah,
that's
but it doesn't matter. Kohler travels well. They'll have a big crowd up there. Roncalli
excellent.
will. It should be a good game. Again, Kohler was the 1 seed. Roncalli was 6. They had a couple upsets, and but Roncalli has very disciplined basketball team. So that's what you get with them. So
I've heard that name for a long time, that Ron Colley. That seems like they've been around doing well in basketball for decades.
yeah, it's just more good Catholics out there, Jack.
Oh, God. All right.
Yeah.
Are there any other kind, for God's sakes? All right. Well, this is such a fun time of year. AJ, you mentioned that Cedarburg also won. I don't know what's going on with that. Do you know?
Cedarburg's in it. Yeah, they're in it.
So they must have won 2 games, right?
They would play Nicolay in their sectional final. Actually,
Uh-oh. That's a problem.
They beat them the first time.
Did they? That's right. You said it was a big upset.
Yeah, it was.
Do you know when that game is, AJ?
That would be Saturday.
Okay. So next week, Saturday.
Well, no, everybody plays on Thursday. Every game is on Tuesday.
Everybody plays Thursday, and the winners play Saturday. Excuse me.
Oh, so they both have to win one more time to meet up. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, no, so yeah, Cedarburg plays Nicolay. Cedarburg, or who did Nicolay beat Grafton last night, right?
By 5, yes.
Well, only by 5. So yeah,
That's a close one. And AJ, you said Sussex Hamilton, they only won their first game in your sectional by 4 over the team they played.
Yes. Our sectional is very talented. I just noticed that like our sectional is very talented. Like I think North is a pretty talented. Oshkosh North is a pretty talented team, and they lost to Germantown by 28 points.
Oh,
wow!
Wow,
so
that's pretty bad.
Yeah, well, last night Homestead was down in the first 7-8 minutes. We were down 14 points.
Well, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they hit 4 threes.
How'd you come back? Just slowly chipping away at it?
4 at halftime, and then we were actually up 9 with 2 minutes left, and we had I'll call it an unfortunate incident because I don't want to put any blame on anybody. So we had a kick at a tech goal, and they scored 7 points in 30 seconds. So cut it to 2, and then tied the game on a jumper with 6 seconds left. And Tommy, our which I expect nothing less of Tommy. Tommy's also the quarterback on the football team. He took the ball to the rack with 1 second left and got fouled, and sunk the 2 free throws. So
it's not easy to sink both free throws when you're alone at the line with 1 second left.
Yeah, right.
So did they get the ball? Did they get any kind of play in?
They got the ball at .9 left, but it was a heave from. Yeah. It was a one-handed heave, so it wasn't. It wasn't
like Max Struess this week against.
No, it wasn't a Struess. Thank goodness.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, well, cool. And congratulations. That's great. Good luck on Thursday night.
And shout out to the school too. It's a 3P for them for regional, so it's kind of big time. So it's fun.
Excellent. And they won the state wrestling championship.
Did they win the whole thing?
I think so.
I'm not sure if they won the whole thing or not.
Well, what kind of disciplinary at study hall are you, for God's sakes?
I know Charlie won his title at 157. That's what I know.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I saw that. I thought they won it, but regardless, basketball's on. What's going on with the girls? Do you have any updates on that for us?
The girls, I kind of lost track after we lost, to be honest.
Okay.
Because
their championship's coming up, right?
State championship will be on May 24. This week, I believe.
Okay. Speaking of May 24, was Mike McGivern there last night?
Oh yeah, he was. He was on the call. It was big time. He was on the call. It was fun. It was awesome to see him again. It was great.
Did you talk to him
last night?
I got a chance to talk to him before the game. He had a chance to interview Tim after the game. It was fun.
Yeah, I heard he interviewed Tim and Coach Kreider, and they said they did a great job. I don't know it. You got to talk to Uncle Randy. He's the one. He's listening in all the time.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
Uncle Randy is omnipresent, man. He's everywhere.
yeah.
You
He's
better watch
everywhere.
yourself.
He call. I'm gonna start sending him the episode so he can play catch up on the episodes.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Well, anything else in the high school? Put a wrap on that.
No, I'm just looking forward to the. I guess I'm looking forward to the week. You know, it's weird because you only have 3 days of practice. Last week we had 4 days. Now we only have 3, so it should be interesting.
Cool. All right. So it's only 3 practices. Yeah, and you're at it, man. That's great. How's Coach Kreider? Did he keep his composure throughout?
Sean is the man. He's just a great leader of our kids, and he's just a great leader of men. So I just love coaching with him.
Cool.
yeah, he keeps his composure as well as anybody.
Yeah,
His idea of getting upset is taking his glasses off. I think
that's a cool cucumber then, man.
yeah.
and walking towards me so they can't call me teeth. So
That's pretty funny.
It is pretty funny. But he's a great guy. He's always even keel, and he always pays respect to the opponent, so it's all good.
That's good. That's key. People lose their frickin' shit during this time of year. They have to keep it together.
Yeah, they almost had one yet last night. Some guy chased the referees all the way to the locker room from
What?
Yeah,
from where?
from at the game last night at Homestead. Some guy from Sussex. That's all I know is they had some guy chasing him, and they had
Jeez. Man. Well, Sussex, when I was growing up, we were in the Braveland Conference, and Sussex Hamilton was in our conference. And they were always tough in basketball. I remember. That's a long time ago.
Well, that's where Baldwin went to school. Patrick Baldwin went to school.
Okay, I don't know who that is, but
he's on the NBA. He played at UWM.
Okay.
Is he playing in the NBA or is he in the G League?
I think he's in the G League now, actually.
Yeah, he was supposed to be a few years ago. 3 years ago? He was supposed to be big time. He went to play at UW Milwaukee when his dad was coaching there, and he spent basically one season being hurt, and then got drafted. Did he go in the second round age? I don't even remember.
30.
What's that?
30 overall.
30, yeah, but hasn't developed yet. We'll see. He was a McDonald's All-American or whatever they have.
Really?
Yeah.
He was a big time recruit. So.
Okay. Well, speaking of big time recruits, let's switch to the Badgers because that kid from Waupun. You said he was Port Washington, AJ. He's Waupun. They said.
Waupun. I'm sorry.
Damask.
Yeah.
Marcus Damask.
Boy, did he have a game yesterday. Holy.
He had a game. He's the reason they won that game.
Oh, okay. They couldn't stop him.
They couldn't stop him or Terrence Shannon.
Yeah.
So.
No, he transferred from. He was at Southern Illinois.
Southern Illinois, yes.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I saw his brother played. His brother played. This older brother played the same time Dominic did, and he was. I don't know where he ended up going. He was a nice player, but their dad was the coach over at Waupun.
Yeah, that's what they said on the broadcast yesterday. Yeah, he still is. I think.
I thought it was. I'm a Wisconsin guy through and through, but I thought it was pretty cool. They kept showing his dad. His dad was loving it.
Yeah, they showed him in the stands with an Illinois sweatshirt on.
Yeah, so I mean, but it was a tough game. They better win one of the next 2, otherwise they're in jeopardy of losing. I think they're in jeopardy now, but I was more impressed with Marquette's performance yesterday than I was Wisconsin.
Right. Well, before we switch over, so Wisconsin, you think they have to win one of their last 2, and they have to do decently in the Big Ten tournament?
At least one in the tournament. So.
Well, do you think they deserve to be in? You two, what do you think?
2-8? No.
I agree. If they can't win one of the last 2 games, I don't think so. I don't know how you put them in.
There's a lot of good 20-win teams that aren't going to make the tournament, and Wisconsin is not a good, and they're not a good team right now.
Yeah, I've said this earlier on the show. Big Ten didn't have 2 teams in the top 25 when it started. Then they play in the conference, and then teams start getting ranked. You always have to ask how good they are. How good is the Big Ten? So it bumps off Purdue, and everybody. Oh, okay, so they beat the number 2 team in the country, and then they start putting them on a pedestal. I just don't see Wisconsin I don't see how you get them in.
And if they get in, it's like just putting the misery off a little bit because then they get in and you go, oh, how did they first round? So
you guys know I have as many friends on that staff as anybody, but I don't think they're gonna make a tournament.
well, if they win the last two somehow, would they be in your eyes before the Big Ten tournament?
If they win, no, I don't think Rutgers is very good, and I don't know. I mean, maybe if they somehow beat Purdue, yes, but no.
Okay.
But Rutgers pounded them the first time, and Rutgers is playing good basketball right now.
Yeah, right, exactly. That's the problem. That's the issue we're facing.
Is that today or yesterday? Rutgers and Nebraska were playing. I'm not sure which one.
You know what? That's a good question. I think
It
that might be tonight.
Yeah, there's an evening game in the Big Ten. Wisconsin
Nebraska tonight.
Nebraska and Rutgers. Okay, that'll be a good game.
Think about this though, guys. You may get a double bye in the Big Ten tournament. I'm just saying in general terms, and you may not make the tournament if you're a Big Ten team because there's a lot of average good, but there's a lot of good non-Big Ten teams out there that are more deserving than some of these Big Ten teams.
Well, and I think every year the Big Ten does so horribly in the tournament. You'd rather not see them make it if they don't deserve to make it. It's no great thing to make it if they just get bounced right away. So.
Exactly.
All right. Okay. More positive. Let's get over to the other side of it. Marquette.
I was totally shocked by yesterday.
What was the final? I think Creighton kind of pulled away a little at the end. 10.
No, I think it's 85-71. It was 14.
Okay, 14.
Sherman went off in the
last 2 minutes. But Kolek didn't play, right?
Kolek didn't play and also didn't play.
Oh, yes. Also didn't play either. I didn't get to see. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were right with them. When I saw it, they were tied.
Cam Jones and Stevie Mitchell were it basically.
Oh, what about Joplin? Had a good game.
Oh, he was good. He was solid.
Yeah, he had some really nice moves.
I think they'll have it. I think this is a big if. I think they got a good shot to beat UConn after what I saw yesterday. If healthy.
They got a good shot at what? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Beat UConn at home.
It's a tough task.
That is a tough task. So we know Oso was sick. Hopefully he's better. But
Kolek was oblique.
What? So any timetable on his return? I hate those injuries. I can never tell what.
Now that I've heard, nothing right now that I've heard, and nothing that they'll divulge. I don't think.
Right. They aren't going to say anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So
they're still predicting them as a 2 seed. So I hope if they play Connecticut tough, I still think they'll get it. They can get it too.
Okay. And that would be good. Do you think? So Marquette's trending. They played a tough game yesterday. How are they trending overall? Do you think as they head towards the tournament?
They're trending solidly. They're not trending great. I would say.
They beat up on Providence pretty well.
They've won 9 of 11, so they're trending in a better direction.
Okay.
I'm bullish on Marquette now. That would be one that I thought they weren't quite getting there, but with the 2 guys out and as well as Creighton's playing as well as anybody in the country right now.
Right.
Yeah.
They played some good basketball.
Greg's got a good team. So yeah.
Even with that tall stiff in the middle, he looked pretty good.
You were my second favorite player in the country.
Your second favorite? Who's your first? Edie?
No, Kolek.
Oh. Oh God.
Edie.
Man.
I can't watch Edie play. It's so boring.
Yeah. Well, winning is boring, I guess, for them.
Not the winning, just the lack of postman.
The style. Yeah, they said, I just read a thing, said he's improved every year since he's been there. This year, the scouts are saying his biggest improvement has been on defense, how he reacts to other players moving around.
It better be reaction time. It can't be size because he's just big.
Right. How do you think he'll translate to the NBA?
Honestly, I may be wrong, but I don't see a translation.
Okay.
I don't because he doesn't know. You need to have a jumper at this point, and he doesn't have. He's he's a true big, and I think what bigs will do in the league, I think they'll pull him away from the basket, and I think that could be an issue for him.
What about? But isn't that what? Who's the kid who plays for Oklahoma City now? Chet Holmgren. Does he have a jumper?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Holmgren can shoot.
He can. I've not seen him play.
Yeah, he can
Yeah.
shoot.
But to the point is the question is just like you said before, how stiff is he on the defensive end? Because if he can't get there, those guys are going to be running circles around him.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's not-
he's
He's more of a I think he's more of a '90s fit to the NBA than I mean, no disrespect, but I think when he's kind of, unless he improves his feet, I just don't see it.
yeah, they have more true back to your basket kind of guys in the NBA and back
Yeah.
in the 90s.
Uh,
Do you think he'll be a lottery pick? Is he a lottery pick or no?
no.
I don't
No?
see it.
Okay.
I don't see it.
Interesting to see. I have an interesting college basketball question for you too. A subject
Go
near
ahead.
and dear to our hearts. The question came up somewhere this week about, does Bo Ryan have a legitimate shot at making the Basketball Hall of Fame as a coach? What do you think?
I'll jump in. I think he does.
You think he does?
I think he does. I think when you give credit to a coach that's coached, I mean, would they take into account coaching at different levels and his national championships, even at the lower level? He's been successful all the way.
Yeah,
through.
I'd say he does. I mean, I was thinking more if they would give credit to his D3 run, but yeah, I'd say he does.
So Platteville, UWM, and Madison, right? Those are the three ones. Yeah.
Stops, yeah.
Well, they were in it every year that he was the coach as a badge. He really
Yep.
when he was hired, I was like, oh God, I wish they would get a big name. But he sure proved me wrong. He did a hell of a job at Wisconsin.
Yeah, I hope he does. I hope he
Okay.
does. I think he's.
I
Yeah, I
think
think he was coach.
it'd be good for him. I think it'd be good for the program. It'd be good for everybody. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So good luck to Bo. I don't know when that must be coming up for it to be a subject
April.
somewhere for April. Okay. Which is, thank God, April's only around the corner. That's
yeah,
good.
I do want to give before we move off topic, Jack. I do want to give a shout out to the athletic department at Wisconsin. What they did yesterday with Coach Moore was very classy.
For people who don't know, yeah, what happened with Coach Moore?
Howard Moore, we used to be a longtime assistant at Wisconsin, and he got in a car accident, and his wife and daughter died, and his son survived. But what they did is they brought him to center court yesterday with some of his teammates from the 90s, and they let the crowd give him an ovation. So it was cool. I thought that was pretty cool.
I didn't see it, but I've heard his name forever. People talk about what a good guy he was, and
everybody talks so highly on him. That.
I got to talk to him at camps 4 years ago before the accident.
Cool. And was he a nice guy?
Very nice guy. Very nice guy. Yeah, very nice guy. Very nice to talk to.
Good.
Always open to suggestions and learning, and it was good. So,
well, it would have been a hell of a gesture for them to win one for him, but that didn't happen. Well, they stuck in there for a while, but boy, then Illinois put on that late spurt, and that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Led by Damask, for God's sakes. God. How many? He had 29 last time I saw it.
31.
31. Wow. Yeah, it's tough. All right, college basketball. Enough of that. What about the combine? What are you guys hearing about the combine and/or NFL? I hear some rumors and a couple things, but why don't you go ahead, AJ?
There's a couple things that the Packers met formally with Braylon Allen. I don't know if we discussed that last week.
Yeah.
They were formally with him at the combine. They're interested in bringing him in if the situation is right. But there's there's all these rumors like Justin. One of the rumors I heard is Justin Fields to possibly Atlanta, or will Minnesota take a quarterback or whatnot? So
What,
there's
what,
a
yeah,
couple
what
of different rumors that I've heard. So
I heard the Bears are trying like crazy at the combine to get some trade thing going, but since everybody knows they want to unload them, everybody's not offering. They're like, you got to sell. So it's a buyer's market.
but they're gonna sell if they're gonna sell him. They're gonna sell extremely low because not extremely low, but maybe not what they're asking for because 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 they want to offload him anyway. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're looking for a first, and I don't hear anything more than a second.
Yeah, I saw second or third is what I saw.
Second or third. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot because the other thing you have to do is, I mean, you got to put a big contract number on him to go along with it.
Right.
Yeah, who's going to step up and pay $40+ million a year for him at this point in time? I don't see it. That to me is what's it gets kind of goofy with these quarterbacks is you don't have. I mean, you're middle of the pack quarterback and you're $40 million guy now. I mean that's absolutely amazing.
It's changed so fast.
Yeah,
it just went crazy. The last 10 years, it's just gone bonkers. It seems like. Yeah.
but, yeah. Okay. I don't know. They talk Pittsburgh, they talk Atlanta. There's going to be somebody coming in. I think is going to swoop underneath them. I don't know. It just feels like there's always somebody hiding in the weeds.
Yep.
That's going to come in. Who is it? You know what? But I have to admit now, having this knee surgery, being home for 3 weeks, if I don't watch Sports Center with this NFL thing for the next 6 weeks waiting for the draft, it does get wearing. It's just over and over and over. It's every 2 hours they get a new show, or every hour, and it's the same thing. What's going on with Justin Fields?
Yeah. Well, you got to watch some hockey. Dude.
Justin Fields
Let's go.
0 today.
Expand.
I'm not watching hockey.
Oh, Doug. Two things. That one guy, Xavier Worthy, the wide receiver from Texas, he set the all-time 40 dash time yesterday. I believe it was
4-2?
4.21, I think, and beat
really
4.22.
I'll give you some names that I want, and I know I was gonna say, "Oh, AJ, we don't need any more receivers." I don't care.
Okay. Let's hear him.
Xavier Worthy's 1.
Okay. Well, everybody's going to want him now.
Romaduza's 2. Your guy from Washington. He's really good. And then if they go defense, there's a couple other guys, but I can't think of them right now.
I've heard that Arizona, I think they're at 4 right now. They're willing to trade out of that pick, and they think the top 3 are going to be the quarterbacks: Drake May, Jaden Allen, is that his name? The guy from LSU, really good, and of course Caleb Williams. But do you think Arizona, they have that quarterback? If they get a shot at that Marvin Harrison Jr., why would they trade that? I don't understand that.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think their new regime. If I were their new regime, I wouldn't tie my money into Kyler Murray, but they already did. So
yeah.
So
they're screwed.
If they had a chance to pair him with, because they got other talented, they got a talented run game. So I would go after Marvin Harrison over them.
I just think they need more.
Well, sure they do.
Capital.
Yeah, I just think they need more. And Harrison, but Kyler Murray, there's a perfect example of somebody that totally overpaid. Totally overpaid, right? I mean, what are you gonna do now for the next 3-4 years?
He's too little, no disrespect, but he's very small in stature and.
Well, and he's a talker. He's not a leader.
No, he just no.
But they got a lot of draft capital last year. They traded out, and they traded out with Houston. So Houston took that Anderson, that defensive end linebacker.
Yeah, look what it did for them.
So. I know, But what I'm saying, I understand they need more capital. But when you got a chance to get a guy like that, if he is that good, I mean, he's tall. He's 6'4" or something
Yeah,
like that.
he's 6'4".
Harrison, his dad wasn't that big,
No,
was he?
his dad's 5. I think his dad was 5'11".
Yeah, one of the things was always surprising how good he was when he was such a little guy. And this
Yeah.
guy's no little guy.
Yeah.
He's just a
Well, now
game
they're
changer.
talking about the kid from LSU might be somebody might take him over Harrison.
Oh, the receiver?
Yeah.
I forget his name, but he
I watched too much Sports Center lately.
Huh, yeah, you're supposed to have this memorized, for God's sakes.
I know.
Who's the guy from Tennessee, the quarterback? He threw a 70-yard pass. In the combine.
Joe Milton. Yeah,
Joe Milton, yeah.
He'll be about the 7th quarterback taken.
Yeah, they said that he has accuracy issues, but boy, he completed it too. He threw a ball 70 yards in the air to a guy complete.
Wow.
Thing. Yeah, that's a long way.
In shorts. Keep in mind that was in shorts, Jack.
I understand. It's still amazing. That's what the combine's good for, is just these amazing feats. It doesn't mean they're going to translate into the NFL. But God, when you see some of these guys do this stuff,
isn't that about what Josh Allen threw it? About the same?
Did he?
Yeah, I think I thought that's what he threw it. And
yeah,
that was
something else.
Yeah.
So cool. All right. What else you got? Anything else for the NFL?
We got one step up. What's happened since the All-Star break?
Bucks. Oh yeah. Well, I say like it's not a big deal. Bucks have won 5 in a row since the All-Star break.
Okay.
Your Milwaukee Bucks.
They got LA and the Warriors next.
Okay. And what's going to happen?
And they got a West Coast win coming up.
Okay. What do you see? What's their immediate future? How's the week look?
I see them beating LA this week.
Which LA team?
Clippers
have been playing well.
Tomorrow at home. Keep in mind, for you viewers out there, the Bucks game tomorrow is either on NBA TV or WMLW. Either one.
Okay.
So who do they have tomorrow night? They have the Clippers tomorrow night.
Clippers at 7.
And then they go on the West Coast. Do they have one more?
Yes, sir.
They've got do they have Denver again or no?
They don't have Denver. They have Golden State.
Golden State and Phoenix, I think.
Yes.
Ooh, okay. Will these games tell us anything about where they are as a team, or no matter what happens, it's just like getting ready for the playoffs?
Yeah, I think it will. I think it will tell you. The next 3 will tell you a lot. I think they beat the Warriors. They put, and I'm not saying it's just because Wisconsin kid, but ever since they put
Brandon,
what's his name, Brandon Pazinski in the lineup he's from Wisconsin, but ever since they put him in the lineup, it seems to have provided some energy. They seem to be playing better ball. They're only in 8th. They're only in 9th in the West, but they seem to be playing better. And the Clippers are just really good.
Who do the Clippers have besides Paul George and
Kawhi Leonard,
Kawhi, yeah.
Russ, Paul, and that's it. But
is one of them out right now? Somebody hurt?
Is what?
Did Russ get hurt?
Yeah, he broke his hand.
He broke his hand, so he'll be out, right?
But I think the key to the Bucks' success, as much as I would love to say it and see it, is Pat Bev. I don't know if you saw the game the other night, but he got in the head of who did they play the other night? I'm trying to think.
Not Charlotte they played the other night, but
yeah. he got in the head of Charlotte, and he instigated a technical. He didn't draw it himself, but it was cool to see that. And he's just a leader.
He's a leader?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
He's something.
He's a loudmouth.
No, he's an agitator, as they call
him. He is an agitator. That's a good word right there.
Well, they could use somebody like that, though.
Yep.
A little fire in him.
That was PJ Tucker.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's no way he was gonna match up to Kevin Durant, but that didn't stop him from hounding him all over the court and talking the whole time and fouling him and making him uncomfortable. So
speaking of PJ,
yes,
Stop complaining, dude. You're on a first place team.
Where is he now?
He's in LA. He keeps
Oh, the
saying he doesn't
Clippers?
want to be there. He just keeps complaining. It's like, dude, stop being quoted in the media. You're on a first place team.
The guy, whether it's good or bad, the guy never shuts up. So what do you expect?
I know, but my point exactly is just play. You're on a first place team. You're gonna win a lot of games,
Well, the guy wants to play.
right?
Trade him. Get rid
I
of
can
him.
see-
Give him a free agent. I mean,
Yeah, I'd take him back.
yeah.
I would too.
I don't know how old he is. The guy seemed old when we had him 2 or 3 years ago.
38.
38. Wow.
38.
Wow. All right, I'm switching sports on you again. Going back to the
What?
NFL.
Yes.
I see things about the Packers asking Aaron Jones to take a pay cut. And I don't know what's going on. What is your prediction will Aaron Jones be a Packer regardless of salary? Will he be a Packer for the 2024 season?
I think he will, but I'm scared. Just because of who his agent is.
Well, who's his agent?
Drew Rosenhaus. And Drew
Oh.
doesn't take less money from most people.
Well, he already did, didn't he?
He did once, but
Yeah.
the fact that asking him to do it again is kind of scary.
Okay. The
Yeah,
latest.
I think it's a tough one to ask him, and with the salary cap going up the way it is, to ask
Yeah.
him because he took a cut. What do you go whatever down? Is he about 8 million
10 and a
right
half.
now? What's that?
It was 10 and a half. Was
But I thought
his
he took a
salary,
cut.
his salary is 11 million right now.
Oh, is it next year? So
Yeah. It says the Packers, I'm reading Bleacher Report, are unable to agree. If the Packers are unable to agree on a rework contract for Jones, the 29-year-old could depart the team alongside A.J. Dillon, leaving Green Bay in need of additional running back depth to join 2023 rookie Emmanuel Wilson. I like Aaron Jones for a number of reasons. I think he's number one. I think he's very productive yet. Obviously, he did great in the playoffs, but I think he adds something to that team in a positive way.
Yeah, he does.
Now he's a leader.
He is a leader.
He's not an
Yeah.
agitator.
He's no Patrick Bev.
No.
So did you answer? What do you think?
I don't. I think they'll figure it out.
Okay. What do you think, Doug?
I agree with that. I think they need to figure it out. I mean, yeah. And Braylon Allen, so be it. He's third or fourth round draft choice. So that's what he is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean they need running back help because they got to get some depth.
Yeah.
I think he'll be back.
Okay. What about with the salary cap Bakhtiari? Is there any reason they're gonna?
No way.
No way.
He's a great follow on Twitter, but that's about all he's good for right now.
All right. I hate to see him go. He was so damn good. But
I know he is, but he talk about somebody that let the team down.
Hurt. Yeah, I remember when he first got hurt, they were just think about how foolish we were as fans. I said he might be back in time for the playoffs. That was the same year it happened. Then like 3 years later, he still hasn't played. Boy, were we wrong about that. Holy shit!
Exactly. What did he cost? 60, 70 million?
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Ian
done well.
Rodgers will get off the books next year. Or next year. I think.
Okay, it's 1:45. What is your wrap up for the week?
My wrap up for the week is just everyone have a beautiful week. It's going to be beautiful weather. It's going to be great. I want to give a quick. My buddy Connor is the manager of Germantown, and there's a chance we could play each other in the sectional final if we both make it that far. So just want to give him a shout out real quick, and then my wrap up for the week is just everyone just enjoy it. It's a fun time of year. To be a sports fan, most sports are making their pushes to their postseasons at this point. So just enjoy it and have fun with it. Okay. Don't take it too seriously either. I know that may come as why would you say that you're in the sectional final? Or you're in the sectional semifinal. It's a game that we enjoy, that we get to play and just enjoy it. So have fun with it.
Okay. Sounds good. Doug, you got anything worth listening to?
Yeah, I'll just say it is one of the best times of the year. You know, the NCAA tournament is absolute riot. The brackets, the office brackets, the banter that goes back and forth. We're just coming off a winter, although a very mild winter, but
Thank God.
it really does make for a highlight this time of year. And what I think, whether you're a basketball fan or not, everybody gets entertained. Beyond this and the Super Bowl, you know, there's this might even be better, right?
Yeah.
Than that. So
I think it is because there's no money. There's no.
it continues on. So, but agree with AJ. Everybody have a great week. It's we're into March, so the snow's almost over. Somebody told me the other day, a couple of years ago, we got 24 inches in March. It's not coming this year. So,
don't stop it. Stop saying that. Yeah. All right. Sounds good. The Bokini Report. AJ, we're gonna probably be on you said Wednesday. We're gonna be a different day again this week.
Wednesday will be a different day because I have a meeting at 9:00.
Okay, maybe Tuesday night again.
Yeah.
Would that work for you?
Yeah, that would work.
Because we got to let your legions of fans know so they can plot their week out.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, I'm glad I brought that meeting up, so it's on my calendar too.
Okay, good. So Tuesday night, 7:00, until further notice. If something changes, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Right.
We got to finish real quick. Caitlin Clark broke the record today, and Iowa's beating Ohio State by 11 in the fourth quarter.
She dropped 29 after
She had 20. She had 29 or something like that.
Did they win?
They're up by 11 in the fourth quarter.
Okay,
so
good.
They got Ohio State's number 2 in the country. 75. Iowa's number 6, and Iowa's up 75-64.
Yeah.
With 9 minutes left.
Yeah. One last thing before we left. Shout out to the Lady Warhawks. They're in the Sweet 16. So
nice.
Shout out to them. They're playing at home this weekend. So
three WEAC teams. I can't remember the other two. I should know. I think 3 WEAC teams in the women's in the Sweet 16.
Platteville men or on the women's side.
Platteville men is still in, but there's 3 women teams that are all in the Sweet 16.
All Point probably. Yeah.
Also got to do a call out to the MATC Stormers.
Yes,
a good friend of mine, her husband is the head coach and was coach of the year in that division last year. They won it all last year.
They won it in the JUCO, didn't they?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's every year he's got him back in there. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. That's it for the obscure
leagues
of things. Everything.
Jack, we'll see you Tuesday.
Tuesday night, 7:00. Agent, you're invited back. You didn't misbehave too badly today, so you are invited back this week. We'll do it one episode at a time. We got to watch you. You're like one of those free agents. You get a 10-day contract. You don't F up your back, otherwise you're gone. So, all right.
Be careful out there, everybody.
What's that?
Peace.
Yeah. Thanks. See you guys. Take care. Bye.